The wait is over, the beta light is fixed, and NASA Rallycross Lights returns to action. After Iowa's postponement, we look back 2 weeks to Indianapolis, where the rivalry between Evan McFarlane and Kieran Lifflander reached its boiling point. On the final lap, in the final corner, the Californian went for a send, and Kieran turned around, but in true Evan fashion, he gave the spot back, and Kieran went on to win yet again. Behind them, chaos erupted as Eric Kaplinger and Klaus Kreutzer tangled in the final corner, both losing out in the melee. The one who capitalized, Jake Robichaux, slipping through the carnage to score a podium finish he'll never forget. Now the European swing begins. We go live in Barcelona, next on ASN. Our venue for this evening is the virtual Circuit de Barcelona, Catalonia. Measuring a nice 6.69 miles in length, the circuit utilizes the final sector of the Grand Prix track run in reverse to create a fast and technical rallycross challenge. This layout features 10 corners in total with a blend of high-speed tarmac and tight dirt sections that reward rhythm and control. With its mix of flow and elevation and risk, Barcelona stands as one of the NASA Rallycross's most unforgiving yet rewarding venues. In NASA Rallycross, the venue is as follows. We're in open practice right now. We're going to be going into a single car qualifying 3 laps, where everybody's filtered into 3 heats. We're going to go full invert for those heats. The winner for each of those advances. Everybody else goes to the semifinals, 5 laps, 2 jokers, where the top half advance to our 10-lap 2-joker feature. This is round 5 of the 2025 NASA Rallycross Lights World Championship, live on the Automotive Sports Network with Josh Charnell next to me. I'm Brian Sawyer in the production truck. We welcome you to the Spanish Grand Prix. NASA Rallycross Lights World Championship on ASN is brought to you by Whiplash SimCams. Bring you every angle, every lap. Visit facebook.com/WSimCams. Thanks to Andrew Cardinale IV for your camera support all season. Our intro music is by Alex Abetti. Thank you, sir, for that. Hope to see you back here one day, real soon. Josh, Evan tried to move Kieran 2 weeks ago. He gave the spot back. We saw the same stuff happen between Klaus and Eric. Jake got a podium, and we got to see some Jettas last week. How you feeling about tonight? I don't think I have Josh Darnell speaking to me right now, so that's a fun one. Josh, I don't have you, so we'll deal with that here in a moment. But, let's see what we got going on, though. He's fixing that. So let me just figure out what we're gonna do while I get Josh back in here. We're looking at some of our look at some of the times right now set by these drivers. We're in practice right now. Evan McFarlane topping the table. Kieran Lifflander is yet to set a lap, but 43.483 for Evan. Devin Hughes showing some good pace with 43.7. Cartwright, about 3 times back to Kaplinger, Raymond Rodriguez, all of those guys just in a little tight bunch for the top 5. Jake Robichaux, Klaus Kreutzer, Matt Grove, Chris Linden, Alex Larson, Garth McDade, Kevin Garcia, Kevin Copeland, and Kieran Lifflander are our drivers this evening. So, it's gonna be a good night. Barcelona is one of those tracks that's very unforgiving. I always like to say, if you don't trust a car in front of you, don't drive close to it because it will kill you. If they mess up, you're gonna get collected, especially in some of these tight hairpins where you're sliding the car on the asphalt sideways. If one car gets a little funky, you're going with it. But, I know we're gonna go to qualifying here in a moment. But I'm gonna hang out. We're gonna wait for Josh, see if he can get back. He might be broken. Everything broke on Josh's end. It's not me tonight. You were with us on yesterday. Everything broke on my end. I didn't do it today though. Find out how to get Josh back. Showing him there. All right. I sent him everything I can do. So while we wait, let's take a look at our schedule coming up on ASN for the week. It's pretty easy to follow. It's just NASA, 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 NASA until next year. So far, when SimCar comes back, if you want your league broadcasted with us, that'd be great. ASNTVUSA.com for that. Hit the email us. It'll go to me. I'll end up talking to you through that. But tomorrow night we got Barcelona for the NASA Rallycross Contenders. That's gonna be Justin Robichaux and myself, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Next week we come back here for the World Championship next Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's Josh Mertz and myself. And I know the drivers are going to be very happy to leave Barcelona, but they're not going to be any more excited for Knockhill. Probably, at least the track a lot of the drivers like the least. I think it's more unforgiving than this track. You hit the wall, you're done. Your car will flip. But we got a whole week of Knockhill coming up, starting next Sunday. And we'll also take a look at our points coming into the night. Here in Lifflander, 106, Evan McFarland, 98, Klaus Kreutzer, 72, Eric Kaplinger, Jake Robichaux, Robbie Kirtley, Jeff Cartwright, Raymond Rodriguez, Ed Boyles Jr., and Devin Hughes, rounding out our top 10. In the team standings, Team Watson Racing Setups, 213, big lead there. I think they've won, or they're leading multiple of these series at the top with the big commanding leads. Karen Lifflander Racing in second with 157 points. Move over its speedy time with 144. Slaypex by TWRS is 128. Control Z Racing, the JC Simsport, No Control Esports, Transmission GP, JC Academy, and Control Z Racing, rounding out those top 10. No manufacturer's points here because we only have one. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go to qualifying. Oh, I see. Josh Darnell could drop due to upload packet loss. So that explains what happened there. Hopefully we can get him back. That is the wrong button. See who we got first on track. It's Eric Kaplinger. Start off this lap. You get about a half a lap before you actually hit the main lap, or like before you actually start counting lap times. You go through this dirt section and then through the final sector of turns before you cross the start finish line for the first time. You're not allowed to pick the Joker lap in here either. So that is the start finish gantry, what he just crossed through. Going down the long straightaway on the front. I would consider this turns 1 and 2 going into the dirt chicane. You got to hit the curb, upset the car to get it to run wide. Don't hit the wall or you'll get a penalty there. You want to touch the curbs and slow the car down and keep rotation in the back tires. That was a good exit by Kaplinger. Running down the road down to the where we started this lap, out of the start gantry, through the dirt. Keep it tight to the Keep it head to the wall unless you're Kieran, who likes to go wide. Carry a little speed that way. Land the jump back through the section. If this were a race, he could take the Joker now, but he goes through the start gantry, pulls the fastest time, 44.279. Jake Robichaud, Alex Larson also setting times. Jake with 44.3. Kevin Copeland, 44.6. Chris Linden, 44.4. Let's see, who else is on the track? Do I have the points leader here in Liftlander? I do not. I don't have Evan McFarland either. Jeff Cartwright pops up in the 4th position. Ken Copeland into 5th. Garth McDade, Chris Lunan, Raymond Rodriguez, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Josh Darnell, are you back with me yet? I still don't have him. You know what I'm going to do. Josh, I think I'm just going to talk to you through here. If you unmute in Discord, I'll get that set up. We'll figure that out. So I can talk to you in Discord if you unmute in here, and I can just share a screen that way. Let's see. Ken Copeland sets the fastest lap with a 44.2. He's a future. He's not a futures driver. That is correct. He's not a futures driver. Actually, I think he is. I might not have updated my roster yet. I think
Ryan, I'm here.
You are here. Are you in? Which one are you in? Are you in?
No,
Discord?
not yet. I'm coming.
Okay, that's perfect.
I'm coming to Discord. I'm going to be there.
I'll give you this. I'll give you this so you can see in time. So I think.
Sorry about that, everyone.
Right now,
Brian, to answer your question about Evan and Kieran, I think it's going to be a hell of a race. I'm super excited for Barcelona. I'm trying to join the VMix. I'm trying to look at your screen to see what the hell's going on.
It's okay.
Are we in qualifying?
We are in qualifying. A lot of these drivers are finishing up. Devin Hughes now hits the top of the table with 43.1.
See, that's going to be super important. Evan and Kieran are what? They haven't qualified yet?
They haven't even touched the track yet. Everybody else.
Okay. Well, they better get their asses out there. I'm not playing around. I'm gonna start going out there with a broom, start hitting people's cars. Yeah, that hairpin coming off of the tarmac section, which we're coming up to right now, turns, I think that's 3 and 4, are super important. They make or break this entire track.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You need to keep it low enough to like get around the corner, but you need to keep rotation and RPM. Otherwise, people are going to hit you in the back.
I'm in VMix.
You're in VMix now? Perfect.
Yeah, I'm here.
I don't see your bars moving in there, so I'll keep you in Discord for right now until...
Testing 1, 2, 3?
Nope. I guess you're talking through here right now. So, that's fine. As long as you can see that, we'll keep you talking through here. No big deal.
Yeah, I can...
It all works.
It all works
the same.
Okay. Super sorry about the confusion, everybody.
It's fun when things don't work. Last Cruiser's got 1 more or 2 more laps. He's on lap 2. He's in 2nd place right now with a 43.4. These are good lap times. These 43s are what Evan was setting in practice.
I am interested to see. I am Devin. Wow, Devin Hughes with a 43.1, top pole position currently. Coming around. Do we have a projected time for what Klaus is? He's probably on his last lap, right?
Yeah, Klaus is on. No, he's on lap 2, and he's a projected 44.
Okay. Yep. So he just scrubbed that one.
He's setting up.
Yep. He just scrubbed that. Yep. This is it. This is going to be everything. Make or break. So you got to nail this first section coming down here without getting any lockup. You want to like maintain as much momentum as possible. Open up the corners. You have to nail this. He sent it wide. That's going to scrub him a lot of time.
Yeah, you got to hit all the.
You have to hit that angle so precisely. He hits that hairpin very well. Gets out of there very nicely.
Got him back into 43s in the predicted times. 43.8. But it's
gonna have to. He's gonna have to tighten up that last corner there as well if he wants to keep getting a 43.4s and potentially get lower. What's he come home with? A 43.4 again. 43.41. Yeah. Oh, 43.3. Nice time.
7,
Doesn't
1.
improve. If he wants to get up there with Devin Hughes, I'm curious to see. Oh, here we go. We got Evan or Kieran Liftlander out there.
We'll see Kieran his line.
This
He's
is
the
his
only
opener.
driver. Yeah, he's the only driver that really likes that outside line. Everybody else likes to keep it nice and tight. Kieran likes to throw the car super wide. I think it's bit him in the butt before with other drivers.
If someone's close to you, like you're giving up a lot, like you might get a better drive, you might get more speed in the long run, but if you're racing neck and neck with somebody and you give them all that room on the inside, they're gonna take it. Like they're gonna get the taking the inside right then and there, still at the
That's
bad
the
corner.
wall. That's gonna
He might have
invalidate
to.
this lap time.
Interested if he's gonna reset, maybe try to mitigate any potential damage. He will.
He
Yep,
is.
he will reset. What I was saying about Devin Hughes, just to keep it kind of uniform, is we're going to notice how a lot of drivers are going to be keeping it tight around there. I'm sure Devin, when we saw Kieran or Klaus Kreutzer with a 43.3, it's going to be interesting. I feel pretty certain that Devin Hughes had a tighter line coming across that last dirt section. There's a little bit of tarmac exposed right next to that guardrail that you want to grab with your tires that really can give you sometimes a bit of a speed boost.
Evan McFarland. Look at
Even
his
Evan
lap
missing
time
it
right now. A 41.2. Mid 41s. But that's almost 2 seconds faster than everybody. It's climbing
Yeah,
up.
it's
climbing up to 42 now, but it's about a second faster. But
very tight through there. He's probably kicking himself a little bit because he left maybe about a foot of room between himself and the guardrail.
he's at 43.1, 42.
Evan's still trying to get used to these cars.
42.5. I think
42.5.
and wait for Kieran to go so he can respond. I don't think he's gonna get another lap. Well, he might get another lap. He's got into a whole nother warm-up
Maybe
lap.
he's gonna be cutting it close. Yeah, he's gonna be cutting it close with Kieran here. It's gonna be down to the wire.
Kieran popping up the P4 with a 43.4, not his best lap, but he's learned always set the banker lap. He's been bit by that before as well. Not setting a lap.
The Beetle not
getting a lap
looking like
in.
it doesn't like that curbing.
It doesn't look like it likes the curbing, but being a lights driver, you have to hit them both. It provides speed. You'd rather have
Takes it real wide.
You'd rather have your tire on the curbing, just pushing the car instead of hit. I think he might have hit the wall there, and he did.
That's what I think.
That time. So Kieran Lifflander looks like he's going to end today in P4. Evan McFarland going around for his second. Or he's coming out of the pits. I don't know. He's coming out of the pits. So
he's just coming out of the pits.
It's going to invalidate his second lap. He's going to get one more lap to go. And this is
might as well spend a little bit more time out there.
This is exactly what Evan needs, though. Evan is second place in the championship here, and so he's going to get a substantial amount more bonus points for this qualifying session. And last week, or 2 weeks ago, Josh, we were at Iowa. Iowa, the inverted format isn't really a big deal there because it's such a wide track. You get to just, if you're on the outside, you just run, you get by everybody real quick. This track is a little different. You're going to start in the back, and you're immediately into a 90-degree turn where there's usually a lot of collision. So,
especially on the inside.
Yeah. So I told my drivers before this, if you're on the inside, hug it as tight as possible. Don't run wide. If you're on the outside, give as much room as you can because they're going to be making a mess in there. Evan McFarland finishes his second lap, 42.547.
Despite what we say to the drivers, it doesn't. The second you get down there on track, everyone's trying to take it as tight as possible. And like you try to give each other room, but man, oh man, it's so easy for some of these cars to get away from some, if you just get a little bit too much from the throttle, you wind up sending it wide, and turn one is so tight.
We're on the grid. Alex Larson, Darren Canfield, Jeff Cartwright, Jake Robichaud, Kieran Lifflander, and Evan McFarland. They're both in the first heat together, Josh.
Yeah,
Sorry, I thought everybody was on track. I was trying to get through that quick.
No, you're good. I'm curious to see how turn one pans out tonight for the rest of for all these drivers. If we can get through it cleanly, or if we're gonna have some calamity right off the gate. Green flag, we're off, first race of the night. It's a good start for Larson in the front row, who's away side by side now. Kieran's already up to P2 side by side with Larson. Larson takes it very wide, locks it up. Kieran with an early lead now. Evan stuck in traffic, sort of. Larson coming down on them. They make contact. Larson's out. Big issues. That's not Evan. That was Cartwright. Jeff Cartwright. Contact with Jeff Cartwright.
Jeff Cartwright, Alex Larson out of this unless they can get the cars going again. But those cars aren't going to be driving correctly. We'll take a look back here in a second once everybody sorts themselves out. Here in Lifflander, though, looks like he was teaching Alex Larson that wide line because they both went and took it. They got going, but that's the problem with the wide line, Josh. They you go like that, people get on your inside, and you got to come back together, and it's not going to be fun.
It's not just the traffic that you're coming into. There's also Barcelona and Hell, like the next track that we're going to, are unique in the sense that they have dirt sections that dirt braking. They have braking zones that transition from tarmac into dirt. So you need to be very aware of how much force you're putting down on the pedal as you come into some of these braking zones. They catch a lot of newer drivers off guard all the time, as we just saw. It's very easy to lock up and swing it wide. The dirt, you need to be... You want to keep the wheels spinning as much as you possibly can when you're in the dirt. You don't want to lock them up. You don't want to... If you lock them up, you are sliding. Exactly. So, like... It's interesting to see how some of these newer drivers are encountering Barcelona for what may be the first time.
Yeah, I know some of these drivers, it's their first time. We're going to take a look back what happened to Alex Larson and Jeff Cartwright here. We'll go in slow-mo. Alex Larson goes wide. Looks like Jeff Cartwright coming in on the inside. This is what I was saying. You've got cars now on your inside. You're going to be coming. You got to merge together. They clip.
Yep, Larson comes down on them.
Larson hits the wall. Narrowly avoids everybody else. Cartwright just can't get it collected. It gets turned. They can't really help that. That's the end of them.
Nice job on Cartwright for keeping it smooth, not collecting anybody else. Jake Robichaux making a bit of a push on.
Aaron Lifflander took his first Joker.
Behind Evan McFarland now. There it is.
The lead. Evan takes his first Joker in response. Falls back behind Lifflander.
Evan will be on his hot lap now. We'll see what he can put down. Fastest lap for Kieran. Can Evan respond? 1 lap to go. 2 laps to go. My bad.
Yeah, we got 2 laps to go. And if I'm Kieran, I don't want to win this one. I lost points by getting 4th in qualifying. And now I'm going to give Evan the chance to get more points in the LCQ.
Ooh, that might be a wall tap.
It was a
coming down. Evan keeps it tight.
Evan looked like he was slowing down for a minute.
It did. Evan brings back a little bit of time. They both take their Joker. So the pass has got to be done on track. Evan brings it down to... Oh, Kieran brought it right back up. 3 seconds. We'll see what they can do. It looks like Evan's a little bit faster in the infield. Oh, bad entry for Kieran. Keeps it away from the tire barrier, though. Doesn't collect himself.
Looking back at Jeff Cartwright, or Darren Canfield and Jake Robichaux. They're coming
together. Contact between them. Jake goes wide into the wall.
He's trying to pass on the inside.
Canfield.
It's hard. If you can't get it done in the first half of that turn, I would be backing out.
Again, another dangerous area, another dangerous part of, and as we come across, I'll finish my statement later, we come across the line, it'll be Kieran Lifflander who wins heat number 1, followed by Evan McFarland. He'll be on pole for the semifinal. Darren Canfield, after quite a battle with Jake Robichaux there at the end, was able to keep it together, kept the car stable, comes home P3. Wonderful race from him. Jeff Cartwright, after early issues, brings it home in P4. All things considered, good ending for Jeff Cartwright. I'd be happy with that.
Yeah. You went into a horrific accident and ended at P4.
Yeah. Yeah. Back to what I was saying. Another part of this track that catches a lot of drivers off guard is that coming off of the tarmac, as you come down, as you pass the start finish gantry, you are into a turn like an angled braking zone that you need to make sure, and you need to make sure the car is stable. You need to make sure angle's perfect. Not to mention you're trying to throw passing into the mix. Contact was bound to be made, I feel like.
Heat 2,
Our
Chris
next
Linden,
grid for
Kevin
the night.
Garcia, Eric Kaplinger, Matt Grove, and Devin Hughes. Everyone's good at Josh.
Yeah, we get ready to go green for second heat tonight. I'm trying to get onto the YouTube page real quick just to
You're good. I like Garcia's car.
make sure everything's going okay. Yeah, everyone can hear me.
They're off.
We're good.
Looks like
Good start
we're
for
getting a little
Garcia.
spinny. Oh,
Ooh.
Devin Hughes was pushing Chris Lunan. Chris Lunan not going fast enough for Hughes. Lifted Hughes' rear end up, got him around. Chris Lunan goes wide there. Almost lets Matt Grove by. Kevin Garcia, Eric Kaplinger up front, followed by Lunan Grove.
Yeah, Kevin Garcia with an amazing start. We come across the first lap.
He's got that like stainless steel looking paint, like a fighter jet. Real nice looking.
It looks cool. It does look really cool with the red. Yeah, it's choice. Coming around, Eric Kaplinger looking outside. That is a spot where that spot and right here where you can make moves. While Eric not in the zone to make the move. 8/10 back as we come across. We'll see what happens into the braking zone coming up. They both nail it pretty well. Kaplinger gains a little bit of time. It looked like he took a little bit better. Shaves off 2/10, make it 1/10 of a second. As we come across lap number 1 down, neither of them joker. Garcia took that a little cautiously, bled a little bit of time to Kaplinger, who zoomed it in there, put him 2/10, shaved off 2/10 now. Garcia's got to keep it clean. He's got to not get nervous. Make sure, just run your own race. Stay out of your mirror. I feel like he might be driving a little bit defensive now instead of just trying to hold on to P1 instead of just worrying about bringing it home. Kaplinger on the inside.
He did exactly what you need to do there. Hit that outside curb on that one turn. It will upset the car, but also it will help get the car the rotation it needs for the next set of turns. Garcia backed out, gives him the spot, doesn't want to cause any contact.
Not willingly. Off to the joker.
Yeah, he didn't want to do that, but he knew he had to just so he didn't die. Garcia off to the joker.
Leads 2 positions now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Devin Hughes after early issues up to P2.
And I know Kaplinger's going to want this heat win. He hates this track. He wants to get out of
Devin
here
Hughes
as quick
dealing.
as possible.
Devin Hughes dealing with damage, slowing up Garcia now.
Yeah,
Devin Hughes, a lot of damage on the front end.
A lot of damage from that initial contact. Ooh,
Garcia, be careful.
That's what Kaplinger's going to need, though. Kaplinger wants Hughes to be holding up Garcia back there. Is the ideal situation for him. Does Kaplinger take a joker? Let's find out. He does not. He's probably going to save those. Yeah, he wants to
save the last 2.
To be able to get out of the way if he needs to.
No reason to chance yourself being stuck in traffic. He knows Garcia's stuck right now. Go back. Was it does Garcia make the pass?
Trying to figure out what happened to Grove. Grove slowed down, let 2 cars by.
Garcia does not make the pass. Garcia shared jokers, it looked like, with Hughes, who went off to his first joker. I'm sure that's not what Garcia wanted.
No, and it's hard. It's hard here because you pretty much commit to your joker before you land on the jump. So
yeah, you do.
If they're both in the air, you're both committing to it.
Although I will say, Garcia has both his done and Kaplinger hasn't done either. And Hughes has to take his joker now. So Garcia still has a chance. Hughes has to get out of his way. Garcia has clean air now. He just needs to run the lap. This needs to be the lap from Garcia. 4 seconds back. The delta is about 4 seconds. 3/5 back now. Did Kaplinger run into issues? 5/10 have been bled.
I think Kaplinger might have had issues.
Kaplinger out and away.
Coming out of that turn a little weird. Might have had some issues coming out of the dirt. Kaplinger running a 43.8 predicted time right now. 44.4 for Garcia. It's not looking ideal, but we're coming around
Not
the
looking
final
ideal.
set of turns.
Cameron's got to make this stick.
Garcia coming
3
around.
seconds back. It'll be Kablinger with the win for heat number 2. Close race between them. Garcia tries it at the end. Can't make it happen. Pole position for Kevin Garcia in the semifinal number 2, followed by Devin Hughes, Matty Grove, and Chris Lunan.
Fastest lap with all that damage.
Impressive. That damage fixed his toe angle a little bit. He's getting better turning. It was planned strategic damage.
Garth McDade,
number
Raymond
3.
Rodriguez, Victor Valley, Ken Copeland, and Klaus Kreutzer. Ken
Copeland's
somebody to watch.
Is that a new man?
He's a new Futures driver, and he's fast as hell. I think they're off, and I have missed the start. I am sorry about that one.
They are. You Dolph did miss the start. So we are away. Can you pull up the ticker? Because I don't know who's who right now.
Yes, again, Garth McDade.
Garth McDade in first. Oh, Rodriguez. Oh, contact in front. Copeland around. Copeland, the worst out of it all. Valley able to bring up room. Copeland looking to make up lost time. Rodriguez in first. Kreutzer all over the rear wing. On bicycling around before the start-finish gantry.
Ray Rodriguez
McDade
almost lost that vehicle.
Garth McDade looking inside. Good entry from Garth McDade right now. Looking not going to be able to make anything happen potentially with the traffic. Pulls up a little bit to the end of the rear of Klaus Kreutzer. Will he make a move? He can't. Looking, though. Garth McDade is looking for an opportunity. He's got to be patient, though. Some of these newer drivers, you look for... You get a little bit of tunnel vision. You don't have to always make the opportunity. You got plenty. It's only lap number 1. Looking inside now. Victor Valley on Garth McDade. Will Garth joker? No one jokers. Garth defensive now.
Looks like Klaus Kreutzer getting on the inside of Ray Rodriguez.
Ray Rodriguez may have had a slowdown.
Yeah, he doesn't want to take it on the inside. You see what happens if you take it on the inside. One car has to come down. Usually, what happened to Jake is what happened to the inside car there.
Klaus sends it on the inside. Can't make the car stick. Still stuck behind Rodriguez for the time being. Looking outside now. He'll do the switchback. Try to door him on the way in. A little bump and shove. Doesn't make it happen. Still reaching for the car in front of him. Again, he's on the attack. Klaus off to the joker. Following him is Victor Valley. Following them, again, is Garth McDade as we come around. Raymond Rodriguez and Ken Copeland, more than likely the only drivers who have yet to joker. Ken Copeland all over the rear wing of Garth McDade now. Can he make something happen after bumps Garth McDade in the rear, swings it deep into the brakes, looking outside now for the switchback. Can he make it happen? Doesn't make it stick yet. Still on the attack is Ken Copeland, looking inside, tries to door him, gets a hold of the tire barrier.
Yeah.
That is another
fast in qualifying, but that's what we call it. Like, that's why he's a future driver right now. He's still learning this car. It's very hard to learn how to pass in these things, especially on this track. It's a very technical passing.
Barcelona takes no prisoners.
No.
Raymond Rodriguez setting fastest lap. We're now 2 laps to go. Klaus Kreutzer with both jokers down. No traffic in front of him. Victor Valley behind Klaus. Both of the 2, 3, and 4. Did I just see issues in the back with Victor Valley, or was I? No. Okay, I saw him. I had the schizophrenic edition. Yeah, my bad. Sorry. Oh, deep on the brake was Victor Valley. Had to use the handbrake to save it. Coming around. Raymond Rodriguez now first joker. He's going to have to pull the pin. This is going to be close.
5.8 up going in.
It's about 2.5. It looks like it's about 2.5 seconds. What would you say?
Oh, yeah, he's about 6. He came out about
maybe 1.4.
Yeah.
Maybe
2 or 3.
Yeah, maybe 1. Yeah, maybe 2. Maybe not 2.5. Maybe 2 seconds is the delta. Klaus Kreutzer looking to make up time now. He's 4 seconds back. Raymond Rodriguez. Oh, goodness gracious.
It was Klaus Kreutzer.
This is it. Raymond Rodriguez.
Klaus Kreutzer.
Oh, deep on the brakes was Victor Valley again. Struggling with that last corner.
Yeah, that's not the lap time Klaus is looking for. 46, 3.3 back Ray right now, who's coming around the final section to the Joker.
Raymond will take it, I believe, with 1.5 seconds on the
Oh.
top of it. Very close to the end. Never mind.
0.3.
Extremely close. So I was right. It's 3. It's a. So I was closer. It's a 3-second delta. Very close ending. Reno Rodriguez gets it by a hair at the end there for heat number 3. Klaus Kreutzer doing everything he could to square it away. Comes up short at the end though. Very nice racing from both of those drivers. Really from everyone. A lot of effort out there. That's what I saw. First semifinal of the night, we're going to have Evan McFarlane, Klaus Kreutzer, Devin Hughes, Jeff Cartwright, Garth McDade, and Chris Loonan. This is sizing up to be quite the race, I would say. I think Evan, barring any mistakes, should pretty much be out. I would assume going to be out and away from the rest of them, but Hughes and Cartwright have definitely been on pace, and Kreutzer's going to have to keep his nose clean for sure. What just happened to me?
They're off. We had Discord thing.
Okay.
But they're off. They're going.
Even start for McFarlane. Klaus backs up the track a little bit. Devin Hughes into the rear of him. It was an even start at the beginning for Kreutzer and McFarlane. McFarlane out in the way though. Ooh, very tight racing in the top 3. Side by side in the back 3 as well. It looks like Cartwright made out worse for it. Tried to make the pass on McDade. Couldn't make it happen. Almost loses 2 spots in the process. Back up to the front, top 3 running. Evan McFarlane, Klaus Kreutzer, Devin Hughes. Evan McFarlane into the tire barrier. Bleeds time to Klaus Kreutzer. Klaus making him work for it tonight. Deep into the brakes is Evan. Klaus all over the rear ring right now. Showing much improvement from his last heat race. He's very warmed up right now.
Yeah, he just came out of that last race. He's ready to go. Evan got a little cold. So Klaus is ready to just run heaters.
Evan McFarlane off to the Joker very soon, looking for that clean air. This might come back to bite him though. If he's, depending on how quick he is, this could wind up slowing him down.
Devin Hughes almost losing the car rear end. That's out there.
Devin Hughes on the defensive currently. Evan McFarlane looking inside. Can't make it happen yet.
We also get to see Devin
pushing
Hughes
though
with an undamaged car. See what kind of lap time he set. He set the fastest lap in his heat with a damaged car. See what he can do with a good car.
He's come a very long way. It is very nice to see him in the top 3 right now. Coming away, car gets a little squirrely with Devin Hughes. Evan off to his next Joker. Pulls the pins early. Evan, strategy done. Almost comes out into traffic. That was very close with Cartwright. Had to have been making him sweat a little bit. Evan now dealing with traffic behind him. Devin Hughes on the hurdle a little bit. Car gets a little squirrely again. Klaus cutting it very tight through there.
I don't know if I'm Klaus right now. I'm taking my first Joker. You have enough room in front of Dev or behind Devin to have a little clean air, but you know you can cover off Devin at least once. See if you can make something happen in these final couple of laps. See where he goes. He's gonna take the Joker. And
both of them take the Joker. This may be issues for Evan. Evan, no issues for Evan. Evan will come out, but Klaus may have it on the run.
Yeah, they're gonna have speed there.
Evan closes off the door to Devin Hughes, who takes the corner back on Evan McFarlane. Devin looking to go attack now. Car gets a little squirrely. Evan gives him a nudge.
That's what Klaus is looking for.
Evan. Ooh, Devin sends it very deep into the hairpin. Able to maintain position though. Klaus Kreutzer now building a bit of a gap to the drivers behind him.
So if I'm Klaus, I'm taking the regular line this lap, seeing if I can get about a second and a half. Hopefully something happens between Devin and Evan, and I am Klaus. And they both take the Joker. That is a confusing decision.
Yeah, I
would go for the win. I mean,
I would have stayed out. I would have tried to make. I think I would have tried to make Evan. Even if I feel like I'm slower, I would have tried to make Evan mess up.
Well, guys, F1 stomped on my enthusiasm at the end of a race. So did you guys.
Well, we pretty much know how this one's going to pan out, but we don't know what's going to happen between Kreutzer and Hughes. Hughes on the inside makes the pass happen in the hairpin. Klaus Kreutzer now on the back foot needs to make the stick happen, sends it deep, can't make it happen. Devin Hughes pulling away now. One corner left to make anything stick. It'll be Evan McFarland who takes the semifinal, but P2 is still up in the air for the time being. Devin Hughes with a penultimate corner to take home P2 in the semifinal. Klaus must be kicking himself for that one. Great racing for the three of them out. Nevertheless, it is nice to see Devin Hughes taking some swings here at the top dogs, I got to say.
Yeah, it was an odd strategy call, but not the one making
Yeah, I feel like I definitely would have stayed out. But, hey, man, you live and learn.
Kevin Garcia, Darian Canfield, Victor Valley, Matthew Grove, Jake Robichaud, Ken Copeland, and Alex Larson.
Should be an interesting race. Ken Copeland on the back foot right now, looking to make up for the issues in his heat race. We'll see what they can make happen. Kevin Garcia,
look at that,
also
three
looking
drivers
to.
in the front too.
Yeah, it's good, dude. Kevin Garcia looking to make something happen, secure his entry spot into the feature. Brian, how many people transfer? Is it 3?
It should be 4 from this one, I believe.
What about the last one? Was that 3?
3.
Or is it always 4?
I'm excited to see Alex Larson in the back here. He's going to take that big outside line again, and
get ready to go green. It's a really good start from Garcia, who immediately closes off the door to the inside. On his tail is Canfield. Or in my mistake, Victor Valley and Canfield now going to be battling into the first corner. Canfield takes it wide, closes the door. Victor Valley makes out the worst. Ken Copeland up to P3 now. Kevin Garcia with an early lead, 6/10 up, make it 7/10, I bet, at the end of this first corner. The timing tower broke for a second. It was so much time. 6/10. Coming into the first braking zone, we'll see what can happen. Canfield attacking a little bit.
Victor Valley and Matthew Grove getting together there. Matt Grove hitting the wall. So I say you can't be on the inside there.
Ooh,
Canfield trying to push past.
Side by side.
Garcia.
Bumping and shoving. Garcia's going to be on the back foot here, looking to take it wide. That Garcia was bound to happen, boys. Yeah, that Garcia was bound to happen, taking that 2x2. Garcia maintains position, holds his line through and through. Ken Copeland now making up for the mistakes. Takes it over Dan Canfield, who's on the back foot again. Dan looking to make up lost time, however.
I'm very impressed with Kevin Garcia there. That is very.
He held his line.
That is very respectful defensive driving. He knew he needed to make the car make a turn, and he said, "Well, if you're going to push me, I'm going to push you out to the wall." Pushed him out to the wall, not hard enough to destroy him, but hard enough to make him lose a spot to Ken Copeland and put a 2-second gap between them.
Yeah, Canfield now bleeding more time for it.
We're going to take a look back real quick. We're going to go look at the incident on lap 1 with Matt Grove. We're going to look what happened there. It looked like Grove stepping in on the inside, gets on the inside of Valley, and
so Victor early, so mistake from Victor puts him into the line of sights of Matty Grove, who took it a little bit too hot, not expecting that mistake to happen, and they get collected.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. On this track, you gotta follow closely only with people you trust, because if there's a mistake.
Oh yeah, you're both going.
On the inside. Oh, again.
Oh goodness, I do not know about that move. Alex Larson forced to go wide. Both of them at the same time trying to take the corner, not making it not working out, very obviously.
Yeah, nothing going on up front. We're going to take a second look at that one, too. That was too much of a second look.
Roll us back unprofessionally.
Yeah, to me, that looked like Grove was taking up all the track. Larson has to have room to turn. He's already in the turn. You gotta let the man turn.
Yeah, looking at that at full speed, it looks like he came down onto him. I gotta admit, and there's nowhere for Larson to go. He's already as far inside as he can. Granted, it looked like Grove was carrying much more speed into that corner, but it's I'm.
Oh,
You got to give him that room. Always leave
it's
the
easy
space.
to carry speed when you use another car as your brake.
Ooh.
Kevin Garcia taking his second Joker. Looks like he'll be passed by Darren. Nope. Aaron Canfield also in the Joker with him.
Copeland passing though.
No. Copeland taking both the Jokers. This is an impressive run for him. He is also a Futures driver. Just doesn't have the orange banner, but
oh goodness, Ken Copeland getting a little wide, deep tapping, literally just kissing the brakes, giving him a
Garcia
peck.
Getting a better exit. I think we're gonna see a pass right
Garcia
here.
gonna be looking inside, inside.
Oh.
Can't make the move happen. Contacts made. He tries to right him though. He does right him.
Yeah, Kevin Garcia realized that was on him. Slowed up. Kevin Garcia.
Oh, there might be damage.
Kevin Garcia
there might be damage.
broke the vehicle. Unfortunate ending to an impressive night.
Oh, that actually just makes me want to go home. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for Garcia. He was trying. You knew he had it to make the pass, but
unfortunate end for Kevin Garcia tonight. Yeah. But it is Ken Copeland from P5 or P6 up into P1. Impressive race from Ken Copeland. First time showing out tonight. No team. I'm sure that's going to change soon.
Darren Canfield, Jake Robichaux, Victor Valley, Matt Grove, Alex Larson, and Kevin Garcia. But yeah, impressive run from him. Kevin Garcia had to make some sort of move to try and happen there. It was the last lap. But,
I saw it. I unfortunately saw it happening. The second he took it a little bit too tight, had to correct, and the second he had to correct, contact was made, and that was it. And it's unfortunate that corner ruined one of my contenders races when I was racing for the championship. Like that was
that corner ruins a lot of people's hopes.
This corner is traumatic. There is no second doubt about it. Impressive run for Kevin Garcia. I don't think he has anything to be ashamed of tonight, though.
Yeah.
Well, that does it ready for a break, right?
That does it. Yeah, that does it for all our heats and LCQs. Our grid is set, so we'll be right back after these ads.
You're so interesting.
When we come back, we should talk about the CS2 economy crashing.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you.
I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous with your personal data.
Switch on privacy, switch off trackers and viruses. Go to nordvpn.com. NordVPN. Safely be you.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Absolutely be doing what he has to do. He has to go for the championship. He has to recover the points that he lost. He's down the race, takes the lead in the 12. What a move. And he takes the lead and holds it.
Wow, don't tell me what to do.
Exiting turn one, over the jump to begin the first lap, clog at the inside line. McFarland contact between them. They are still side by side. This opens the door for Wetz. He can't make anything happen. In the 26, he has not won in quite some time. Dragster acing the entry to turn one, up and into the inside of Magnus, gives him a nudge. The grip strip on the inside, Phil. Wetz had a little bit better run, but looks like Robbie's going to hold his spot.
Vanessa Rallycross Challenge is brought to you by Whiplash SimCams. Go to facebook.com/wsimcams for all your SimCam needs. Thank you, Andrew Cardinale IV, for your camera support. Also, our intro theme is brought to you by Alex and Betty. Making an awesome theme. Thank you very much, brother. Hope you race with us again soon. Again, if you like what you see, ASN TV USA on all forms of social media. All that fun stuff. ASNTVUSA.com for broadcasting needs. And if you want to race in NASA, NASASimRacing.com. Josh Darnell, we're about to have a race.
Brian, I know Brian Sawyer, and it's about to be a hell of a good one too.
Yeah, I'm excited because I got two cars on the one car in the front row, one car in the second row, but they're in prime positions to help each other out at the start here. I'm excited about that one. Evan McFarland, top of the table. I'm not sure where Kieran is going to slot in. I think he's going to start in 5th.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be a good show. It's gonna be a good race. There's a lot of people out there with a lot of pace tonight. I don't think. I mean, it's basically. I think as we get more and more into the maturity of this series as a whole, I think we're going to see more and more drivers putting up more and more of a fight for the top 3 positions. Like, for a while, we've only had, it's kind of been the same old story for a while. But, I mean, we're seeing names that I've never even seen in the top 5 before reach P3, P2. It's going to be crazy. I feel like these next couple, I feel like if you're a fan of Rallycross in any sense of the fashion, there's going to be some good action in the next coming seasons.
Exactly. All right. We're about to start here. 11 cars tonight.
Oh my
God. Lifflander, Eric Kaplinger, Ray Rodriguez, Evan McFarland, Ken Copeland, Devin Hughes, Darren Canfield, Klaus Kreuzer, Jake Robichaud, Jeff Cartwright, and Victor Valley. That's a lot of cars for Barcelona. We're going to see carnage.
It is a lot of cars. It's going to, someone in the chat mentioned Chaos winning, and I think they might be right. Turn 1's going to be
we got to go up high
hell
for
on
this
earth.
start. Well, we got to go up high for this start. Hell's in 2 weeks. Let's not have hell tonight.
I think we might be taking an early trip, an early vacation to hell tonight, Brian. I'm sorry about that. it is a tight grid out there. I think we're waiting for 2 drivers, maybe 3.
Dude, our temperature is our track temp 84 degrees. Pretty nice. That's a pretty nice track temp. Pretty solid for grip, though. We're about to be off.
We are going live very shortly. I think that's all of our drivers gridded. Last race of the night,
Eric
ladies and
Kapling are
gentlemen.
getting rear-ended by, I think that was, I don't know what driver that was. That was one of the TWRS cars. He falls back to 5th or 6th, it looks like. They're still giving it to him. That is Evan McFarland trying desperately to get by. Got a mess right there between 4th, 5th, and 6th. Ken Copeland in front of Cap. In the front of them, Ray Rodriguez, Devin Hughes, and Klaus Kurtzer. They're going 3 wide through that turn. Ray getting the worst of it. Up front, Kieran loving it. He's got a 2-second gap.
Evan McFarland are dropping way down the lineup, down into P7 now, very much so stuck in traffic. It is, surprisingly, no one's dead. It is a train.
We're about to see some right here.
Ooh, chaos happening very soon. Evan has to take it slow, losing more time to the leader now. We come into the first time, sending it wide, it looks like in the back. That's Copen bunching up the track. Wide, 2 cars into the barrier. They're over top each other. Another car around. Another car collected. That is 4 cars out of the race. That looked like Jeff Cartwright, Victor Valley, Eric Kaplinger, and Ken Copeland. Victor Valley looked like his car's... He's still going to drive. It looks like Jeff Cartwright's going to try to get back on track as well.
Look at what happens there. Eric Kaplinger gets hit by Ken Copeland. Swings out. Well, no, that was Ray getting hit by Copeland. Swings out wide. Copeland slows up. Kaplinger gets into him because he's slow. They both hit the barrier. And who's that coming up and behind? Eric gets back on track. Touches Matt Grove. Hits the wall. Ken Copeland gets involved. Or that's
nothing you can do.
Yeah, that is just a chain reaction.
And honestly, I'm not even really sure that that's anyone's fault. That was really just a butterfly effect
that's
of
what happens
racing
when you
incidents.
put 11 cars on Barcelona. Yeah, once those 2 cars hit each other and one slowed up.
Yeah, there was. It was a final destination moment just happened in front of our eyes.
Yeah.
All clear weather up the front though. It's Kieran Lifflander and Devin Hughes. Kieran with a joker under his belt. Evan McFarland making strides now up to P3, followed by Klaus Kreutzer behind him. Jake Robichaux up to P5. Raymond Rodriguez was able to escape what literally was Death Valley by the hair, the tips of his fingernails. Raymond Rodriguez gets out of calamity. Into P6, second joker down. Raymond Rodriguez has both strategies down. I think he's pretty much away from pressure. Darren Canfield might be putting a little bit of pressure on him. I'm not sure where they are.
Well, yeah, you get your 2 jokers done early in this track. You just run some clean laps, and maybe you'll get some positions by people jokering later on. So it's good if you got both of them done and you got people with no jokers in front of you. Kieran Lifflander going so wide off of that corner. It always looks like he's about to have an incident, but that's just how he likes to take it.
Always looks like he's about to hit that wall. Devin Hughes Devin Hughes bleeding time to Evan. Evan takes his joker. I believe that's his first. It should be his first. Klaus stays out. Move Klaus up to P3. Brian, what were you going to tell me? I'd love to hear it.
I was going to say, this is probably, it's the smallest jump next to Brands Hatch, but it's probably my favorite jump on all the Rallycross tracks. It feels really good. It feels so good. You get to take it sideways and land a little angled.
It's the coolest jump in Rally. It's one of the coolest. The FIA tracks don't have, like, the GRC Rallycross jumps are awesome, and I'd love to have some Nitrocross jumps in here too, like the 500-foot gaps. But I'm telling you, not the 500-foot gaps. The 500-foot tall jump. The jumps are like 500 feet, and or maybe that's ridiculous too. And the gap is like 100. Nevertheless, they're still ridiculous jumps in Nitrocross. But the FIA jumps are so, like, tastefully done. Like, the one on Hell is, like, basically non-existent.
Yeah.
But it's just that one right over the start-finish line. We come to, I believe that's, should be lap 6. We're on lap 6 now, 4 laps to go. Kieran taking it wide again. My goodness, it always looks like he's going to hit the wall. Devin Hughes 4 seconds up on Evan McFarlane, but no Joker's done for him.
Yeah, we really don't have much going on in ways of anything exciting at the moment. McFarlane's definitely going to move up a position when Hughes takes his 2 Jokers. He's only 3 seconds back. Kreutzer will probably pip Hughes, so it's looking like right now we're going to have a Livelander, McFarlane, Kreutzer podium.
I'm not counting Hughes out. It looks like Hughes has front end damage, but that hasn't stopped him before.
He's just leading time, though. He's fallen further behind Livelander, and McFarlane's just gaining.
That is, albeit, that is sort of to be expected. Like, Evan's pace is, on this track at the very least, is faster than Devin Hughes. I'm expecting to see Evan catching up. I think it's going to be a race for P3. I'm curious to see if Kreutzer can keep his nose clean throughout the rest of this race, because if he can, that's almost a guaranteed podium, especially after early issues in the race. Almost coming in contact with the tire barrier is Kieran Liftlander. Keeps it clean though. Very tight through here. First gear, keep the RPMs up as high as you can to get the pull out that you need. Whoa, weird terminology I just used.
Okay, that's better than what I said to him before the race, so.
Taking it, you hit every single turtle on this track, and it's even more important to do it in the supercars.
Yeah, you see it when he takes that wide turn. You understand it when you look at it from a driver's perspective. You can just see how much it straightens up the rest of that dirt section. You go, oh, I'm way out wide, and I can just run this car. Hits that pretty hard. Almost flips the car, but he's got it under control. McFarlane's, looks like Hughes took his first Joker. He's 2. There we go. Yep, this is what I was looking at earlier. Hughes is only 2 seconds in front of Klaus. I'm thinking we're going to have Klaus podium here. Klaus is, yeah, down to 1.2 just off that last turn.
He should have it. Devin Hughes, for no lack of trying, it looks like he's going to slip into the clutches of Klaus Kreutzer on his next Joker. He may... If I'm Devin Hughes, I'm staying out until the very last moment. I'm not joking, because you don't have any, like, if you take it now, you're giving up the position. You're guaranteed giving up the position, and you're taking pressure. I wouldn't have done that.
Nope.
He Jokers. He wants to cement P4. I respect that. He doesn't want to go for the battle. That's fine. I completely understand that move. Raymond Rodriguez will take P5 away from Jake Robichaux as he jumps off to his Joker.
What I call
Devin
that
Hughes
is
trying to make something happen.
I call that a Josh Mertz Joker strategy. He is on Josh Mertz's team, so.
I would have stayed out. Like in my mind, you stay out and you force Klaus to try to make the pass on track. You try to make him impatient. You hope that he is going to be impatient and try to get around you and make a mistake, hit the wall, something. But you stay out. If you're in a situation like this, I really feel like you should stay out. You're in Liftlander, though. Sorry about that. I got so wrapped up.
I think he's just showing off. He's 10 seconds out. Oh, he is not showing off.
I think it's over, dude. I think it's over.
Is it over?
I think it's over. I think it says finished. Yeah.
I missed.
Kieran Liftlander. Okay, it's okay. Kieran Liftlander will win Barcelona. Takes home P1 tonight in the Spanish Grand Prix, followed by Evan McFarlane, Klaus Kreutzer, Devin Hughes, Raymond Rodriguez, after a very troublesome start for Raymond in the beginning, if I remember correctly. Jake Robichaux, Darren Canfield, Victor Valley, Jeff Cartwright, Ken Copeland, and Eric Kaplinger. Our bottom 8 through 11 ran into an issue. It is very a shame for them.
Yeah, those
but it was
not
good racing.
Pictured in the results. Coming in 12th, Garth McDade, 13th, Matt Grove, Chris Lunan, Alex Larson, and Kevin Garcia.
It was...
They are
very, wow, oh my goodness,
they are damaging these cars in their little show-off session. That's not what the mechanics want to see.
I hope they know that they're paying for these repairs. And for the damages to the tracks, too. You guys are getting out of your cars and putting the tire barriers back.
Listen, it took 3 seasons for the Marshalls to get that one tire barrier.
Yeah, it really did. Brian has a point. It took forever for them to get the tire barriers back in place, and you guys are going to go and do this stuff? This is disrespectful.
We'll take another look at those results while I get interview prepped and ready. Read them off one more time, Josh.
Kieran Liftlander takes the win tonight at the Barcelona Grand Prix. Ran a amazing race, pretty much kept it clean the entire time tonight. Followed by Evan McFarlane, who comes after a very, very troublesome start, able to bring home P2. Klaus Kutzer battling with Devin Hughes all night, able to make it to the podium. P3 for him, also with issues tonight, so very good showing for Kutzer. Devin Hughes, after battling so hard, comes home in P4, nothing to be ashamed of. Raymond Rodriguez, P5. Jake Robichaux, P6. Darren Canfield, P7. P8 was Victor Valley. Jeff Cartwright, P9. In 10th was Ken Copeland. And finally, to round out the feature race, Eric Kapminger in P11. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, 8 through 11, big issues in the race. A lot of calamity happened for those guys.
Right. So I think we're ready for interviews. Let's pull up Klaus Kutzer, P3.
Klaus, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to take that as a yes.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Okay. I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you now. You cut out for me for a second.
Lovely.
All right. So, no, you're good, though. It's so nice to hear you. So, you had issues in this race at the beginning. Ran into some issues in your heat race. Gave up a position at the very end, very last corner. That must have rattled your cage a little bit, but you came into the feature race what looked like with a clear mind. Walk me through. We kind of kept a close eye on your race, so I don't really need you to walk me through the whole thing. But I am curious about how you felt about Devin Hughes, his last Joker. Were you expecting to battle him to the very end? Were you, I guarantee, were you a little relieved that he jokered when he did, just to kind of cement yourself into P3? Or were you expecting to kind of go to the line with him?
Well, yeah, I was expecting a really good battle because we had a good battle in the LCQ, and what felt in the moment as a bit of a send. I look back, I left the door open. It was there was space there, and I could have held it a little tighter. So yeah, it was just good racing all around. I feel like, and then he tried to make the same move on Evan in front of me in the feature race around that hairpin and kind of nosed himself into the barrier. And then from there, I just figured on the strategies I would have them. So my strategy, and I kind of screwed up on the when I should have followed Evan on his first Joker, and I didn't because being behind him, I was going a lot faster than being behind anybody else or not being behind him. So that helped to keep my pace up throughout the race and give me a rabbit to chase. And yeah, I was expecting a good battle with Devin to the line, but then yeah, that mistake where he knows the barrier kind of set
Yeah.
him back pretty far.
Yeah, 100%. And it's Brian and I talked about it a lot tonight. This track catches a lot of it's not just newer drivers, it's also drivers who are just kind of beginning to get their foot in the door in Rallycross. Devin Hughes is one of these drivers that really has kind of taken this season by storm. He's been up in the top 5 often, at least throughout the heat races. Seems to be running into issues here and there, but I'm sure that stuff's going to get ironed out. When I am curious, I got one more question for you before I let you go. During your heat race, or it might have been the semifinal, and it was it was the semifinal when it was Evan, you, and Devin. You guys gave us one hell of a show there for basically 4 laps before you and Devin started getting into each other. It was a hell of a show. Walk me through being behind Evan McFarlane, but also having Devin Hughes breathing down your neck. Were you nervous during the semifinal at all?
Yeah, I mean, this feels the most competitive it's been all season for me, with just the number of fast guys showing up, and so yeah, it's definitely nerve-wracking being sandwiched between 2 guys that pretty much smoked you qualifying. Like, I'm pretty sure Devin's ran a comparable time to
I believe
Evan
he did.
qualifying. So yeah, like you can't discount that at all. And then yeah, I left the door open in the LCQ. Steamed me up pretty good, but I went back and watched it, and I definitely left the door open. I probably would have made the same move.
At last lap, I think any of us would have.
Yeah. So can't be too mad. Racing's racing.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, it was a fun time.
Yeah, Trevor, Klaus, I really want to thank you for joining us tonight. You gave us one hell of a show. Congratulations on P3, man. It's a joy to see you on the podium every single time. Before we let you go, you got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, absolutely. Evan McFarlane for writing some awesome setups for these fun little cars. This is not a very fun combo, to be honest. I love this track, but it's so hard to get this car to turn in. So yeah, just Evan trying to help with that, was writing good setups and sharing insight, and yeah, being a rabbit to chase. And then everybody at TWRS, anybody that comes and practices, and we all root each other on. And it's just a good family over there. Anybody watching at home, anybody tuning in, watching at home, cheering me on, really appreciate you. You guys for putting on the broadcast, and last but definitely not least, all the glory goes to God. It's only by His grace, love, and mercy that we're able to do any of this. So thank Him, and thanks y'all.
Klaus, thank you so much again for racing with us tonight. Thanks for coming out every week. And congratulations on P3, and I'll see you later.
Thank you, sir. See you next time.
There we go. Evan McFarlane, you got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, I don't know what's funny yet.
I don't know.
So, all right. So, talk me through. It was. I guess we'll start with the semifinal. The heat race. There was a lot of action tonight. So I don't really. I kind of am only remembering the big moments here. I'm remembering your semifinal. The heat race kind of went your way. Not really any issues. You weren't able to beat Kieran to the line. I'm now remembering. Your heat race, you and Kieran were on the front row. I can imagine that's not the plan that you wanted. You didn't want to be bumped down to the semifinal, or were you expecting that lineup to happen?
No. Honestly, I just qualifying was good. I didn't think that Kieran would get like fourth or whatever. I thought I'd set like a really good time, but I don't know. Just things panned out. I got all the way outside. Kieran got the inside, and look, somehow, Kieran's teammate was right in front of me, and he got a bad start, so I kind of just got held up there. And
Yep.
yeah, heat race was like, all right, well, shoot, Kieran's in front. He's faster than me here. So I was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna have to try to get second or just push for first and do the best where I can. So
Yeah.
heat race, I was. Oh.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. But yeah, honestly, just like tonight was traumatizing. I saw like 5 people die, I think, and
yeah, you did.
I fought. I was like a war zone out there. I just fought, and like I wasn't even thinking about setting good times. Just pure like survival instinct.
Head down. Yeah, 100%. We're gonna get to the calamity. Believe me. Walk me through. So you finished P2, right? Your heat race. Not really what you expected, I'm sure. But ultimately, I mean, it worked out. That was like the best. That was making the best of a bad scenario. You get into your semifinal. Were you expecting to be battling with Devin Hughes and Klaus Kreutzer for so long in the semifinal? They were kind of keeping you on your toes, it looked like, for a little while there until they started getting into it.
Yeah, and honestly, yeah, semifinal. I thought I was just gonna be able to pull away, and honestly, I don't even know why I took my Joker so early. I should have just stayed out, I think. But yeah, I just went out. I took my Joker because I felt like it, and
it worried me because I thought you were going to get into traffic. I thought you might make a mistake trying to pass Devin, but thankfully it all worked out. You were able to get keep your nose clean. You were able to stay patient, stay calculated. Christ, I'm watching some of the slow-mo footage now, and you're kissing the guardrail. So semifinal pans out. Come to the end, you bring home pole for that. The feature race comes across, and you start 4th and immediately get bounced down to 7th. Walk me through what was going through your head. You were able to come. It was a hell of a climb back up the ladder to second, especially with all the traffic. And you had, I think, 4 cars explode in front of you.
Yep. I couldn't see at all, by the way. It was
Yeah.
terrible.
So walk me through like the first minute of the race. Tell me what it was like starting fourth, starting kind of on the back foot, not where you expected to be at all, and having to work your way back up the grid after falling even further back.
Yeah, so right after the semifinal, I was thinking, oh, maybe for whatever reason, I thought Barcelona there was like a top 3 start like or on the front row, so it's 1, 2, 3, and behind's 1, 2. But looking at the grid, I was like, wait, I'm starting fourth, and I'm starting on the outside, and I'm like, I'm probably in one of the worst places I could be. And going into the feature, I knew, well, I'm gonna have to send it around the outside if I want clean air, or just like, cause like you're just hung out there, and you're kind of just left to like I don't know your whatever happens, I guess. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna try to do something stupid and full pin it around the outside. And I went to go set up wide, and for whatever reason, I thought we were turning in a lot like earlier because I couldn't see the corner. I thought we were turning a lot earlier, so I ended up hitting square right into Ray's right rear, and I took both of us to the back of the pack. So I'm sorry. I'm sort of saying sorry for Rafe about that, but I was like, okay, well, great. The worst has happened. I just gotta get my head down and drive. And yeah, after that, I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna get past Ray. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my Joker strategy. I'm just gonna look at the Delta, see what I can do, and then I saw Ray and I think Ken just die in front of me, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm traumatized even more. but now at least I've a clean track. So I was just setting laps. And when I caught up to Devin and Klaus, I was just kind of waiting for them to just hit their Joker strategy. At that point, my whole goal was just to get second, because like once Kieran was out front and I'm all the way buried, it's like it's basically over. So I was I was just trying to set good times and waited for Klaus to take his Joker, I think. And then I took it, and Klaus didn't follow me, so I got kind of stuck behind him for a little bit, but luckily he took it right after. And I just knew just how to set good times and just close the gap to Devin. I'm really surprised Devin didn't take the Joker earlier. I really thought he would.
So we were actually expecting him to take it on the last lap to try to, because the time between him and Klaus got so tight that Devin's only chance to retain P3 was to really stay out and try to force Klaus into a mistake. It caught us a little off guard, but Brian is playing the trumpets in my ear, so I have to ask you, do you anyone you want to thank?
Yeah. Yeah, just I gotta give all glory to God. I'm so thankful to him for everything he's done for me and for this race, and just having him around and helping just for this day. And I gotta thank you guys, Team Watson. If you want some of my setups, go check out twrsetups.com. I gotta thank you, Josh, of course, for broadcasting, being a wonderful teammate, and a chill guy. So thank you.
Yeah, you know what? Where are my sunglasses? Oh, they're already on.
Eric, Zach, Klaus, Kevin, Jeff, Chris, all the guys at Team Watson, KS Industries, and gotta thank my family. And thank you guys again.
Yeah, Evan, thank you for coming out here every week and racing with us. Thank you for racing. It's nice to see you down here racing lights, despite my hatred for these cars and everything that they stand for. But congratulations on P2 tonight, man. You literally worked your ass off for it. So congratulations. It's something to be proud of. P2 was an achievement tonight, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
As we bring up P1 tonight, it's Kieran Liftlander. I'll drag him. Brian's dragging him up. Kieran, you got me?
Yep.
Oh, I got you muted, Kieran. My bad. That's from last interview. Walk me through your race. So I gotta restart here after that muting. Kieran, you got me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Walk me through pretty much kind of a baseline for you. Not really too much, not too many issues. Were you expecting to grid were you expecting to grid with Evan in the very first race? Or was that a little bit of a surprise to you?
I wasn't really surprised, just I messed up. So I don't know. It is what it is. I just I kind of looked at the, like at the grid and remember, there's gonna be 3 heats, so the worst if I qualify would be like it would be like first, third, or seventh, I think it is, or sixth, or whatever it is to get into that first heat with Evan. Because I knew he was gonna be fast. He was running a different line, and then of course he looked at my line and then adjusts, which that just happens. But yeah, me messing up was definitely not on the table. I messed up, and yeah, I don't know. It was surprising though. I have great pace here, and I just kind of I don't know. On the last lap, I just kind of threw it in there, and then it wouldn't shift. I didn't press the clutch in, and yep, just was on that rev limiter for like a solid second, and then I hit the tire barrier, and that was it. So
Yeah.
didn't put the greatest lap down.
Yeah, for my limited time in these cars, they do sort of the supercars are one thing, and they're a whole different monster. But these cars do require perfection in the sense of throttle control and shift timing. You have to be pretty much picture perfect if you want to keep those RPMs up and keep the drive in the car. Qualifying P4 not in the plan for you. Able to make it very very early. You're able to come up in your heat race, secure your feature position on pole. You get into the feature race, and things basically go very swimmingly for you. As you said, I mean, every season here, you are basically putting down the fastest lap times. You've always been very dominant at Barcelona, especially from my time commentating, is from what I've seen. And it, well, kind of like there's not really much to talk about because you were in the lead the whole race. The feature race went sort of kind of picture perfect for you, or like were there any issues that you noticed? Were you surprised at all from, I guess we can sort of talk about, were you expecting more of a battle from Evan in the feature race, or were you surprised he wasn't up there with you?
I don't know. I mean, him winning. Thankfully, he transferred to the B main, and him winning that puts him fourth. But if he finished first in the A main and he went to the A main, then it would have been he would have definitely been up there with me, a lot closer than what just happened. Because if he finishes first in the A main, he starts fifth, and he's got that he's pretty close in timing with the jumps on the starts of the race. And if he started fifth, he probably would have been probably would have sent it and been really close to me, probably like P3, maybe P4, like off the rip, and not been held up as he did. But I saw a couple point of views after the race, and he just he anticipated the turn was earlier on, and it wasn't. And yeah, I mean that stuff just happens, especially like being blinded from all the cars on your left.
Yeah, 11 tracks
And
on 11 cars on Barcelona is a lot.
yep, and the way iRacing has it set up, it's like 2x2x3x3, and then so on and
It's
so forth.
calamity.
So it's very weird. Yeah, for sure, for sure. And everybody going heavy braking to that one turn. It's just a driver mistake. So I actually saw and heard him hit. I think it was Raymond, and yeah, I was like, okay, well, I saw him run off on the rubble on the AstroTurf, and he fell back pretty far, and I looked at like lap 3 on the relative, and he was like 6 seconds back. And yeah, that was like by lap 4. I was like, okay, well, I'll just run like a time trial here. Just put down really quick times, push really hard. I know I've got my car is very consistent. I was like, I think if I pushed like really, really hard, and I was kind of pushing pretty hard, I had like maybe a half a tenth to a tenth fall off with the wear in the track, and Barcelona doesn't break like that. So yeah, but other than that, it was pretty smooth going for sure.
Yeah, 100%, Kieran. Before we let you go, you got anybody you want to give a shout out to? Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, the whole family. unfortunate news. We actually lost a loved one, my mom's grandfather, earlier today.
Very sorry.
God rest his soul. And I'll dedicate this race win to him. All condolences go to my mom's side of the family, and have him in his prayers for sure. He's in a better place. Everybody at Team KLR, Darren, he did really good tonight. Went to the feature. Not much seat time for Garth, as this was kind of a last second decision. He hopped in a new car that we had onto the side in the shop, and he did fairly well. For his first race of the season and anything in the light, and I guess you guys for putting on the show, and had a very strong car tonight, and thankful for everybody at the shop, all the men and women that make this possible, and I am super excited for Knock Hill next week. I think Darren might not be in attendance, we gotta stay in Barcelona. I got the supercar Saturday.
All right, buddy. Well, we'll catch you next week. Thank you for coming out tonight. Congratulations on P1, and we're gonna keep you on our thoughts, man.
Thank you.
All right, Brian. That's it.
Yeah, let's go over a couple things real quick.
Do you want to read us off? You're muted in Discord, by the way.
I am muted in Discord. You can't hear me. The viewers can hear me through my own thing, but they can't hear you.
My bad.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do a few things before we get out of here. Going to look over the schedule, some points, some sponsors, and then go home. So, coming up the rest of this week on ASN, NASA Rallycross Contenders World Championships at Barcelona. Contenders is tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. Justin Robichaux and myself. Then Josh Mertz and I will be doing it on Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern. You and I will be back here next week for Knock Hill, 9 p.m. And that's pretty much it. I mean, NASA all the way down until next year when SimCar returns. Gonna go ahead and look at points overall. Evan McFarlane clawing 2 points back in the championship from Kieran Lifflander, 140 to 132. 8 points separate them. 32 points back to Klaus Kreuzer. Jake Robichaux popping up a position due to Eric Kaplinger's unfortunate incident today. He's in 5th. Devin Hughes 6th. Raymond Rodriguez, Jeff Cartwright, Matt Grove, and Curtly rounding out the top 10. A lot of position movement in the top 10 there. Looking at teams, I don't think anybody shifted any positions here. No, we did have. Nope, that is there.
No, we did not.
Yep. Yeah. We had a little.
Damn, 4 for JC Sinsport.
Yeah, that was a big movement for them. So top 3, 275 for Team Watson Racing Setups. It's a huge gap. KLR with 208 due to their good finishes. Move over to Speedy Time maintains 3rd with 181. Slapex Racing by TWRS up 164. Control Z, JC Simsport no control. Transmission GP, JC Academy, and Control Z rounding out those points. Just a reminder, the NASA Rallycross Challenge is brought to you by Whiplash SimCams. Go to facebook.com/WSimCams for all your camera needs. Also, if you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe to ASN on YouTube and Twitch and all social media platforms.
Don't forget to like the live stream, guys.
Yeah, hit the like button. I get very angry when you don't. I put more things on the dark web. That's pretty bad. I should not say that one. That's okay. Nobody's.
This is recorded live.
Nobody's watching anymore. It's okay. If you want to race with NASA, NASASimRacing.com. You will get you in a league. We got 4 of them. We got some other stuff coming up. We got a cross kart coming in like a month and a half here.
Yeah, we got in a month, December. Yeah, guys, you definitely want to be around for cross kart. Cross kart's hopefully, God willing, will be a lot of fun.
Word on the street is pretty good. So.
Ooh, word on the street. You hear that, guys?
The street's loud.
Brian's got the down low.
But that's gonna do it for us tonight.
Yeah.
So
thank you everyone for.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it. We're gonna get out of here. The checker flag falls on the evening here in Barcelona on behalf of our entire production staff and producer me. My name is Josh Darnell. I'm reading this wrong. I don't care.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us for today's coverage of NASA Rallycross.
You could have just let me do it ad-lib.
World Championship. Congratulations to our winner, Kieran Lifflander, and so long, everybody.
Take care, guys.